The Joker is dying, and Batman might be his only chance of survival. But will the Dark Knight save him? Or will he finally let the clown prince of crime pay for what he's done? I'm Andrew the Geek Master, and in today's video, we're kicking off a new Batman saga called Batman Hush 2, which is a continuation of the classic and acclaimed Batman Hush saga. To not miss stories like this one, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and let's get started. The story begins with Batman answering a call because he's been informed that some maniac threatened to poison Gotham's water reservoir. This makes Batman reminisce about the old days, as this was one of the Joker's first plans, and nothing has changed since then. Batman stopped him before, and he'll stop him again. And indeed, Batman finds the Joker's henchmen trying to contaminate the reservoir with their laughing fish. While easily handling the henchmen he encounters, the world's greatest detective wonders why the Joker is repeating an old joke. After all, even in his unique state of madness, the Joker was never one for old crimes. But when Bruce goes to check the truck, the Joker pops out from inside and surprises the hero, attacking him with a crowbar. Next, he lands a powerful kick on the hero, sending him into the tank where the laughing fish were thrown. Yes, the fish start attacking Batman all over his body. Luckily, Batman's suit is filled with traps. For example, if his cowl is forcibly removed against his will, the attacker would get a spray of tear gas or a 300 milliamp shock. And since the fish pull off Batman's cowl during their attack, all of them are electrocuted and killed. Bruce is knocked unconscious, bleeding and floating on top of the reservoir, and shortly afterward, he is rescued by a mysterious woman. Meanwhile, the Joker celebrates his victory over Batman and prepares to flee, until suddenly a mysterious large man with long hair and cracks in his body appears and lifts the Joker with one hand. The clown prince of crime can do nothing in the face of his strength, and through the cracks in his body, this mysterious man emits some sort of signal or sound that causes the Joker intense pain, making him bleed from his ears until he passes out. With that, the man takes the opportunity to kidnap the Joker, who manages to leave one of his shoes behind, while another mysterious man in black boots watches the whole scene from a distance. He whispers that patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. This man in black boots is likely Hush. Now we jump to the clock tower, Barbara Gordon's workspace. Nightwing shows up to check with Barbara if she can communicate with Batman, but besides their communication being off, all communications within the Bat family have been cut. It's as if someone is blocking these communications. The last known location of Batman showed he was in Gotham, but she doesn't know exactly where he is. Back at Gotham's reservoir, the mysterious woman in green has pulled the hero from the water and is performing mouth-to-mouth resuscitation to bring him back. At first, Bruce thinks it's Selina Kyle, but when he regains consciousness, he realizes he's been saved by Talia al Ghul, the daughter of Ra's al Ghul. The beautiful woman had been tracking Batman and knew he was in danger, and this information leaves our hero outraged because she shouldn't know this kind of thing. Talia even jokes that Bruce let his guard down, but also mentions that she came to visit her son Damian, making a slight detour to save his father. As the woman leaves in a League of Assassins helicopter, Bruce asks her where the Joker is, unaware that he has been kidnapped, but Talia simply doesn't respond. Meanwhile, the Joker is tied up and being brutally tortured by none other than Hush. Thomas Elliot knows that the Joker can no longer hear because the damage to his eardrums is debilitating. The man with long hair who kidnapped the Joker has a unique gift and goes by the name Silence. While torturing the villain with an instrument that forces the Joker's mouth open wider and wider, Elliot recalls that once, the clown prince of crime told him that this city was too small for two homicidal maniacs. But Thomas doesn't consider himself a maniac. He then begins to pick up surgical tools like scalpels, while the Joker is tied to this circus attraction that spins. As the Joker spins at high speed, Hush throws scalpels, hitting several important arteries of the villain. According to Hush, the Joker will bleed to death. He's got 2 or 3 hours left, maybe a day or more. And to reduce any chance of survival, the unlicensed surgeon also breaks the crime clown's jaw so that the Joker can't scream for help. He even jokes that since the Joker doesn't have a family, no one will cry for him. Now we return to Batman, who heads back to the Batcave, believing there's some kind of conspiracy behind everything that happened tonight. Batman wants to figure out what the Joker hopes to achieve by using an old plan he's tried before, how Talia found him, and most importantly, who else knew about tonight. He soon discovers that his suit was damaged by the Joker's blow, and that's why the fish were electrocuted. So Batman wonders if that was just random or pure luck. At this moment, the bat signal comes back online and Dick and Barbara contact him to tell him what happened. The bat quickly realizes they've been compromised and starts a lockdown protocol, ignoring any new messages from his family. Bruce decides to focus entirely on the Joker. He doesn't believe in luck, so he starts analyzing the Joker's shoe that was left at the Gotham reservoir. The sole of the shoe was stained with a mix of sawdust, diesel oil, mud, and manure. These are products from a circus, and since there are no circuses in the city, Batman uses his logical reasoning to deduce that the Joker is in an abandoned amusement park. When he arrives at the location, he finds signs of recent visitors and a bizarre doll of Commissioner Gordon. That's when Bruce realizes the Joker's shoe was intentionally left behind. As he enters this nightmare that reminds him of the events from The Killing Joke, suddenly the lights come on, and several Joker arms holding guns surround the Bat. As several shots are fired, Batman not only dodges them, but also destroys almost all the guns with his batarangs. He seizes the opportunity to smash a large mirror in front of him, and that's when he finally enters the room where the Joker is. However, to his surprise, the Joker is completely injured and bloody, while a voice imitating the Joker's congratulates him on being back to the show that never ends. This is when Batman connects the dots and realizes that this was never about the Joker, but about someone else. The Joker was just a pawn tonight, to remind Batman of the many atrocities the Joker has committed. The contamination of the reservoir marked the first meeting between Batman and the Joker. Also, the various screens around remind Bruce of how the villain inflicted pain on Jim Gordon, his daughter Barbara, and his precious Robin, Jason Todd. As these memories resurface, Bruce realizes the Joker is finally dying, and only one man could hurt him with such surgical precision. The voice urges Batman to kill the clown prince of crime, and Batman even grabs a scalpel. For a moment, this thought crosses Batman's mind. After all, as the voice says, no one would know if Bruce left the Joker here to die. However, it's obvious that Batman won't do that. In fact, he knows that his childhood friend and world-renowned surgeon, Tommy Elliot, is back. In other words, Hush has returned. I hope you enjoyed this first issue of Batman Hush 2, and I invite you to comment on what you think Batman should do. Let the Joker die or save his greatest enemy. This story has everything that Batman and Joker fans love, with incredible artwork by Jim Lee that brings this battle to life with amazing details. If you enjoyed this analysis, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell to not miss the continuation. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next adventure.